Are you ready for the best year of your life? Are you ready to set the intentions so you can have all the things in life that you know you deserve? Are you ready to make magic together? My name is Mika Casey, and I am super excited that you're here. And listen up. It is time to set your intentions. It is time to set some goals. It is time to start to dream again, like that little boy and that little girl that is way deep inside of you that knew that they could have anything they wanted. Remember when you wanted the cookie and mom said no and you went to dad and dad said yes, or mom and dad said no, so you went to grandma and eventually you got the cookie? What happened to that persistence, that perseverance that we had as children? Did you want to be an astronaut? Did you want to be a firefighter? Did you want to be a doctor when you were little? And did you make those things happen? Did you make happen everything that you wanted to happen when you set out your goals and your dreams? If you did, bravo. I am so happy for you. And I bet you that you set your goals and set your intentions. Now, if you haven't had everything that you wanted in life, here is where you want to listen up. Because it's proven that when you set an intention, to conceive an idea and believe an idea is to achieve an idea. Bob Proctor says if you can hold it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. And this is the absolute truth. And fuzzy goals get fuzzy results. So we want to be super clear on what it is that we want and not focus on the how. That is the beauty of the vision board. You see, we go through a series of exercises together, and I have proven this time and time again that it works. We go through these exercises together, and we first start with dreaming, and then we get clear on what it is that we want, and we work up our courage to put that on paper, and then we set it out into the universe so that the world can conspire for us to be successful in whatever it is that we are setting out to achieve. Now, of course, there's more parts to that, but that's it in a nutshell, and it works. I'm sitting here from my home office in White Rock, BC, on the Pacific Ocean. And I'll say to you that 8 years ago, I've been doing vision boards for a long time. And 8 years ago, on my vision board, I had printed out a picture, actually cut it out of a magazine. This was old school magazine, scissors and glue. And I found this beautiful house on the water that had 3 balconies, and it had a 2-car garage, and the car was parked sideways, and all these beautiful things. There were pillars, and there was the big, beautiful ocean right in front of the house. And I was so resistant to putting that on because I had no idea how that was going to happen. I came from the other side of the tracks. And so for me to have a house on the ocean was going to take a really big miracle. But I put it down on paper and I didn't worry about the how. Well, for the next 7 years where I've been vision boarding, I would find a house that was similar to that and I would put it on paper. 1 year, as a matter of fact, last year this time, I drew it out because I didn't make a vision board. I drew out my vision board instead of cutting it out. I didn't have the magazines and it was kind of last minute and I was really feeling like I wanted to create something. So I just started to draw the things that I wanted. And I drew the house. I drew the 3 balconies and the 2-car garage and the car parked sideways and the ocean. I mean, I drew some blue squiggles for the ocean and I drew blue squiggles with white clouds in the sky like we used to do when we were kids. And 6 weeks ago, we moved into our dream house. I kid you not. It has 3 balconies with unobstructed views of the ocean. The car, to park it in the back of the house where the 2-car garage is, has to be parked sideways because it doesn't fit up and down. And there's pillars in the house and there's stained glass in the house and everything that I wanted, like 3 bathrooms and 4 bedrooms and an office with a view and all these things, this open concept kitchen with these granite countertops. Everything that I wanted is in this house. And I share that story with you because you can have whatever it is that you want. And don't worry about the how. Honestly, it's this magical force that happens when we set the intention and the universe is conspiring for us to be successful. God wants us to be successful. Whatever it is that you believe in, we can, there's 2 wolves we've got on our shoulders that we walk around. There's this old tail. And there's a happy wolf that wants us to have absolutely everything. And then there's an angry, sad, negative wolf that says, you can't have that. You can't do that. That's no good. You're not worth it. Now, which wolf is going to win when they go to battle? Which wolf is going to win when it goes to battle in your head with what you want and what you believe you deserve, and then what this one over here says you don't deserve, you can't have that, you're dreaming, you came from the wrong side of the tracks, whatever the story, your story is, whatever that limiting belief, I call it BS, belief system, whatever that BS is that's floating around in your head. Which of these two wolves is going to win? The wolf that you feed is going to win. So if you feed the negative wolf that says you cannot have anything and you're not worthy, that's the wolf that's going to win. If you say, you are absolutely right, I can have anything I want, I'm God's highest form of creation, this world is mine, I'm worthy, that's the wolf that's going to win. And so I am inviting you to lock arms with me, and we'll do some exercises. We're going to go on a journey together. We're going to spend 3 hours together on a beautiful journey where you're going to discover what it is that's really important to you, and then we're going to create and manifest that it happens. Now, it's not like the movie The Secret, where you just close your eyes and the whole world happens. Sometimes it takes 6 months, sometimes it takes 6 years, sometimes it takes 8 years. But the worst thing you can do is not set an intention. The worst thing you can do is aim at nothing and hit nothing. The best thing you can do is have the courage to say yes. Say yes to your life. Say yes to you, because you're worth it. You are deserving. You can have anything that you want. If you can conceive it and believe it, you can achieve it. If you can hold it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. I'm excited to go through this journey with you and to support you and cheer for you. And if you decide to do this in one of my live events, then we are going to do this with a group of people. And those of you that are courageous enough and that are wanting to will share your vision, you'll share your goal with the group, and the whole group will see your vision coming to fruition. We will all put our energy into your dream, your vision, and we will support you on making that happen. Now, it's not just my house that I have. I married my Prince Charming, and that's an old story, but again, I set the intention and I wrote everything that I wanted in a list on my dream guy, and I put it under my pillow, and I thought about it every night, and I emotionally connected to that dream guy that I wanted. Well, within 3 weeks, I met my dream guy. And how do I know it was him? Because at the top of my list, I put Prince Charming. And at the end of the evening where I met this guy, his friends yelled out, "Yo, Prince Charming, let's go." And I looked at him and I said, "What?" And he said, "Yes, it's my nickname." That was 14 years ago. We have been happily married, living in our dream house together. And it's just, I want to say pinch me, because life is so wonderful. And it can be wonderful for you too. You know, from a little girl who left home at 17 with absolute chaos, I had spent time in foster care. I had spent, it was a really rough childhood. We all have a story. And there was just little increments of moments of time in my life where I would have the courage to dream, and I would have the courage to set an intention, and I would tell somebody that I trusted what it is that I really wanted. And then I would forget about it. And you know, when we look back at those goals and we look back at those dreams, we look back at those things that we said we wanted, the intentions that we set, it's amazing how many of them have come true. So we have to be careful what we wish for. If we put into the universe all those things that we don't want, the universe doesn't really know the difference between what we don't want and what we do want. It's just going to make things happen. So you want to be clear that you're focusing on the things that you do want. And you are worthy of everything. You really are. Everybody wants for you to be happy. Everybody wants for you to live your life fully. We don't know how long we're here on this earth. We just know that here we are in this magnificent moment in time. And if you've had a really tough year or tough couple of years or tough couple of months, this too shall pass. With every sunrise, there's a sunset. You know, it's the law. What goes up comes down. When we are happy, we have sad. We cannot have joy without sorrow. That's just the way that it is. So if you've had a lot of sorrow in your life, it's time for you to bring the joy. And let's manifest together what joy it is that you want. Let's decide. Let me support you on figuring out what it is that you want and allowing yourself to dream, to get creative, to allow your imagination to really flow and to be unlimited in your dreams, to knock out those limiting belief systems, to get rid of that BS story that's flowing through your head. I'm going to share, just coming to the end of this video here, I'm going to share with you my office because it is just amazing and I have to share it with you. There's my view. I get to see the sun rise in the morning over there, and I get to see the sun set in the evening over there. That's Canada's longest pier, by the way. So I don't share that with you to brag. I just share that with you to show you that it's possible. Like anything is possible. You just have to have the courage to dream. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to invite you to click the button so that you can join and you can be part of our masterclass. You can be a part of our creativity and our imagination and our exploration to bring into the forefront the most important things in your life right now so that we can together create more greatness in your life and help you to really manifest the things that you want, to dream, to allow yourself to imagine again, to be creative, to be courageous, to be supported. Because that's what we do in our workshops. We support each other to live the best lives that we possibly can. And sometimes we have to get that BS out of the way first. And I promise you that the journey will be well worth it. And a year from now, you'll be so glad you did. You don't want to look back a year from now and say, I wish I had. You want to look back and say, I'm glad I did. My name is Mika Casey. I look forward to supporting you on your journey. So join my masterclass and let's get started. You deserve it. Bye for now.